Thank you to Phoebe Blue for being featured in this open mic event at the Stapleton Branch New York Public Library here at 132 Canal Street on Staten Island. I'm Thomas Jewell, a poet and a writer from Staten Island. I have a book out, my second book out this year, entitled Sirius. It's a series of sonnets, villanelle poems, and I also have some experimental poems with some free verse. So I have one that I'm going to read to you entitled Pain is Strength, with several more coming their way as well. Pain is strength. Pain hurts, but still feels good when you undergo a throttling pain that makes you want to cry. You don't have to cry if you don't want to, but don't be surprised if you end up doing so. Tears are unsettling on our faces when they come down rolling like an avalanche of hurt that comes and goes. Expect yourself to cry and embrace the death you might have while living a life of uncertainty that can lead to doom or handle the darkness. Living are raw thoughts. Sometimes we do things we don't always mean. Our actions tell us what we really think. We could be the worst people ever seen. Our behavior puts our trust on the brink. As people begin to second guess us, we question our motives so privately. Our animal instincts make people cuss where they themselves behave so horribly. It's hard to think before we do something. Believe it or not, it's hard to react. Where people play citizens so soothing that they keep their emotions intact. Thinking or doing, our brain works so much to make rash decisions, to live as such. Battlefield of hate. My life is a battlefield of pure hate. I have to fight to do what I want to. This shouldn't be a grudge match or debate, but I'm not a pussy. I'm not gonna sue. To even breathe is a constant battle. To say what I feel has been restricted. I must speak my truth. I just might tattle, even if I'm chained up or convicted. To burrow for a true self is to dig a grave for oneself. To take a chance. That is to live without fear or go big. With anything you have, that will enhance. We live our lives to sustain our being, but we need vision to do our bidding. The only way out, suicide. Sometimes suicide is the only way out. Living in fear is no way to be free. Trying to stay alive can still kill you. These are days I'm unsure what life's about, what to stand for, or even what to be. Sometimes suicide is the only way out. Whether or not you have all sorts of clout, or an average schmo that, just like me, trying to stay alive can still kill you. Reach for that gun so I don't see you pout. As the truth of the bullet sets you free, sometimes suicide's the only way out. Everyone's life can go north or go south. But when things go bad, you won't want to see. Trying to stay alive can still kill you. Staying alive is an option, no doubt, but your life won't get better, can't you see? Sometimes suicide's the only way out. Trying to stay alive can still kill you. The potholes to adventure. Potholes are booby traps to adventure, riding place to place for tranquility. Traveling is a large chore on its own. Sometimes it travels round town or torture. Its obstacles bring me calamity. Potholes are booby traps to adventure. My bumpy road can be a giant lecture, as my guest on earth brings nobility. Traveling is a large chore on its own. Exploring where you live is a great venture, to see how to live with monstrosity. Potholes are booby traps to adventure. With each image so grateful to capture, we hardly see life's harshest tyranny. Traveling is a large chore on its own, unlike riding in an elevator. A road less travel brings adversity. Potholes are booby traps to adventure. Traveling is a large chore on its own. And finally, no wait, two more. Body at ease. I rest my body to remain alive as I sleep away in pure harmony. My living room is a haven where I cry, laugh, recline, and rest while watching TV. My blood flows softly and sweetly inside me, weakened from the recliner structure. I kick up my legs as the chair provides relaxation with a day of leisure. I lay my head back and close my eyes shut, only to empty my mind of rubbish, as I sleep gracefully out of a rut that can leave me ragged more than sluggish. It's okay to rest on a Saturday. Make sure you don't go limp and pass away. And finally, force. Force is an attribute that we have in which we use to seize our opportunities. Some people have a tenacity that gives them the strength to battle forces bigger than them, to test their might in a world that has more, but only with the assistance of a community combined. Otherwise, each and every person has developed a force through sacrifice of the soul. Forces of feeling, a mood, attention, a free spirit, and a free-flowing phenomenon. We must embrace our bull, our ox, our bison, our black bear, our raging animal. Without force, there is no assurance of a foundation of self. Sirius is on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and exlibris.com. I hope to be getting some more copies, physical copies, in the mail somewhere down the road. Thank you, Staten Island, and thank you, Stapleton Branch Library. Phoebe Blue, everyone. This is her day.